Hey everybody, Mighty Plantain coming at you with another beer review. Sorry I missed you last week, had a couple of things come up. If you're one of the half dozen people who actually watches these things on a regular basis, then you'll notice I missed last week. You'll also know that I talked a little bit about my trip to the Bangor Comic and Toy Con and meeting up with Mr. Billy D. Williams. We actually got a picture with him and a can of Colt 45, which is actually I just find it awesome. The rest of you might think it's stupid or lame or whatever, but the man sold Colt 45, and if you've seen the ads, they're hilarious, they're kishy, and they're so 1980s that it's not even funny. This is like this iconic moment for me, but everybody else probably just thinks it's lame. Anyway, here's what that looked like. Hey, while you're at it, take a look down below. See that little link that says subscribe? Click on that. You'll get a notification every time I post. So do me a favor and hit that up. Again, whether you're one of those half dozen people who actually watches these videos on a regular basis or not, go ahead and subscribe. Either way, hit me up with a like and a share while we're on the subject, because I'm an attention whore. It's the only reason I'm doing this. Hit those like and share buttons. Do it! Do it now! Okay, that's enough of me being the jackass. In honor of getting a picture with Mr. Billy D. Williams drinking, well, not necessarily drinking, but posing with Colt 45, we're going to check out Colt 45. So, if you want to cross-reference, check out the classic ads featuring the man himself. The malt liquor rather than a beer, but hey, not a huge difference between the two. Also, if you're doing a web search, be very, very careful, because there was a porn star back in the early to mid-90s, back in the gigantic silicone boobies era. Her name was Colt 45. It looked like she had a pair of basketballs strapped to her chest. Not a great actress, but if you're into that kind of figure, check her out. Blonde bombshell. A-bombs. Surprisingly fruity in the head. Sweetness. A little bit of fruitiness. I mean, not a lot, but more than you'd expect from a cheap, crappy beer. It's pretty bitter, but not in a good hoppy, bitter way. And maybe it's because it's in can, maybe because it's been sitting on the shelf forever, but it's quite bitter. Bitter, watery, not very appetizing. I mean, I'd rated it about a 2 out of 5, because it's not a Budweiser, but it's not as easy or smooth to drink as a Coors Light either. Oh, Mr. Williams says, works every time. Works for what, man? Slipping a roofie in, maybe? I don't know. Not to disparage the man or his work, because he is one smooth bastard, even at his age. But honestly, this is not a great beer, and like I said, I would put it at about a 2 out of 5. Better than a crap beer, but not quite a good beer or even an average beer. Check it out. decide for yourself. And as always, if you've got a beer you want to see reviewed, or if you've got one that you've brewed and you want me to give you some feedback on, hit me up in the comments or the email. Check it out. Let me know. See what we can do. Cheers, folks.